IF Warriors, today I'm going to explain why you lose the body fat so fast when intermittent fasting. IF Warrior family, what's going on, guys? This is a video that I'm going to do to give you even further insight on why you lose the body fat so fast when you do intermittent fasting. And I've gotten a lot of people telling me, hey, okay, sub 6, I get it, whatever, you're saying that, but what does it mean? What is it doing? How is it working? And that brings us to this video here. So I'm gonna go ahead and explain that concept and why it works so fast. And it was illustrated really well by a gentleman named Dr. Jason Fung. And after you watch this video, you should go and watch his video where he details, he illustrates, actually, he speaks and he also illustrates how it works and how your body fat starts to come off. And he even puts an argument for why calories in versus calories out does not necessarily mean weight loss or fat loss in that manner. One thing I've always said is that calories in versus calories out is very important, and it is the reason why you will lose weight and why you will gain weight. Because even if you did intermittent fasting and you were at a caloric surplus, you will gain weight. If you do intermittent fasting, you're at caloric maintenance, you will stay the same. If you did intermittent fasting, you're at a caloric deficit, you will lose weight. Okay, so how does it work? I'm gonna break it down right now. This video is probably gonna be really short because this breakdown is super simple once you understand the concept. So basically, think of your insulin as a firewall. Think of your insulin as a protector. When you consume calories, your insulin brings calories down to a certain position, and illustrated by Dr. Jason Fung was very smart. He did it as like a refrigerator and a freezer. So your body brings in food and puts it in the refrigerator, and only from the refrigerator can food be excreted out for energy. So it can go down there and then come out for energy, but it also brings it down and then gets stored in the freezer. And the firewall, which is the insulin, is up. When it's up, it's stopping anything from the freezer going back into the refrigerator. Now remember, when it goes into the refrigerator is only when it can come out and be used as energy. So basically, you have a compartment over here and you have a compartment over here that doesn't get tapped into because there's a insulin wall right in between the two. Food can go in there, calories can go in there and get stored as body fat, which the freezer is the body fat storage. It can go in there, but it can't come out. And how do you get this insulin wall to come down? When you fast. When you fast, your insulin starts to go down and then it spikes. When that happens, the food or the calories from the freezer, from the body fat storage, shifts to the refrigerator. And remember, in the refrigerator, it can go out. So it can go like this, and then you can use the foods that you consume, then it'll go like this. So it'll go into the refrigerator and out. It can go like this. If you don't use the foods that you consume, all of it, some of it will go out, some of it will get stored, and it won't come out because that insulin is protecting it. And that makes a lot of sense, especially to me, because when I used to do the 6 meals a day and I ate the same amount of calories, as I explained, I would lose about a pound a month. And I kid you not, and this was with very strict control, weighing my food and everything. A pound a month. And I would have to literally create a calculation in my head, and this was before I did intermittent fasting, for how I'm gonna look in a year from now during the summer. I will have to put goals that far because I was losing weight at a rate of a pound a month. And then I did intermittent fasting and I lost 7 pounds or so, or 6 pounds in my first week. So even before all of that like was understood 4 years ago when I was doing intermittent fasting, I knew something was afoot. I knew something was working in an extraordinary way that all the other diets that I've tried did not work in that way. So that's what it is, guys. You want your insulin to spike. When your insulin spikes, your body fat storage gets tapped into. Your body is too smart to just let your body's fat storage go and release. It is your body is trying to survive. So it creates strategies. It thinks about the future. Well, it doesn't think about the future, but it creates strategies in anticipation for the future. It wants to know that if you're stranded on an island, that it could keep you alive so that somebody in a plane or a boat could find you. It wants to keep you alive. The way it does that is that, okay, I'm gonna grab this here, Edward, and I'm gonna store this over here, and I'm not gonna touch it. I'm not gonna touch it until I know that you cannot eat. When I know that you can't eat, then I'm gonna start to give this to you. So after 6 hours, it's like, here you go. Here you go. Here you go. We're gonna go through this, and we're gonna need you to keep your muscles, sir. As a matter of fact, we're gonna increase your muscles now, because if you need to survive, if you need to fight any animals, if you need to fight anybody off, we're gonna increase your muscle. We're gonna increase your muscles by about 3,000%. Here you go. These are your tools. Hopefully you get something to eat soon, and we're all good. That's exactly what's going on. That's how you do it if it was a conversation with your body, if it was your body speaking to you in a conversation. So that's why it works so fast. The reason it works so fast is because you let your insulin spike. And think about it, even though you eat 6 meals a day, there is a moment when you fast. There is a moment when you fast, and that is when you go to sleep. That is probably what's allowing body fat to be removed at that very, very small pace, because it's probably not going to be more than 8 hours or 9 or 10 hours, whatever it is. And sometimes even less. So it's counterproductive. Yes, you can lose weight, of course, and some people have a faster rate of weight loss than others. I know that when I was young, I was a little bit fat. I was a little bit overweight. When I was 13, I was overweight. So I don't know, I wasn't obese or anything like that. So I don't really know, like where I align, if it's like closer to mesomorph or it's closer to endomorph, because those things threw me off. Because even when I became a teenager, when I was like 17, I was super skinny, but then I started working out and just eating like crazy, and then I got chubby again, which is the pictures that you've seen in my previous videos that I had to lose. So that's it, guys. I mean, go check out Dr. Jason Fung's video. I'll probably link it down in the description for you guys so it could be easier for you, but he illustrates it very, very well. And that's the explanation for why it works so fast. It's not just me throwing numbers out there and for no reason. As I always said, when your insulin spikes, then that's when your body fat starts to come off fairly quickly. Hopefully this helps you guys understand it just a little bit more, and that's all I want to do. I just want to make sure you guys know how it works, so it increases your confidence to use it. Thank you for watching this video, guys. If you need any other information for any other videos that I've had in the past, I got one here, and I also have one, of course. Where's the other one gonna be? Right there, right here. And please subscribe, and I will see you next week. IF Warriors, have a great one.
Why this should work, then it's not going to work. What instead is a better model is a two-compartment model. That is, there are two places in the body where you can store food. You've got your fridge and you've got your freezer. Your calories goes into your fridge, and your calories goes out from the fridge, because that's the easiest place it goes. But there's a third thing that you have to consider, and that is how much food goes back and forth between the freezer and the fridge, because that's what we're really